YouTube and family, my name is Kayla and I have something to say. Welcome back to my channel. You already know I'm back like I never left. If you're new to my channel, I'm so glad that you tuned in. Go ahead and subscribe for me, turn your post notifications on, hit that like button, and go ahead and leave me a comment. This is just a safe place. I want to share some love with you guys. I want to just be able to make you guys smile. So I hope that by the end of this video, you would have either laughed or smiled or even just be encouraged. Alright, y'all, so today's video is going to be a little different. First, I want to say I appreciate all of you guys' support so far, for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing. It's very encouraging, and I'm just so glad that you guys are here with me. I don't take it for granted. All of my family, friends, even people I don't know, I'm glad that you're here on this journey with me. So I wanted to get that out of the way. So this video is going to be a little different. So from some parts of the video, you'll see me just talking, kind of sharing with you guys. Other parts of the video will probably be split screen, or a picture here or a picture here, so that you guys will be able to better kind of picture and kind of imagine what I'm talking about. So as you can tell by the title, you're probably like, oh my gosh, she got married? Yeah, I did. So I am married, catch the ring. I am married. Just to give you a little bit of background, my husband's name is Mako Sazile. We call him Kosi for short, so if you hear me refer to Kosi, that's my husband. We began dating in 2018 for some time. We then reconnected and started heavily dating seriously in 2019. We claim April 6, 2019, our first official date that we began dating. April 4th of 2020, we got engaged. And so as I'm talking, you guys will probably be seeing like little pictures so you guys can kind of catch the drift. So April 4th, 2020, we got engaged. July 13th, 2020, we got married. And so, this time we got married. Well, that's probably another video. We'll really go in depth about and be able to meet my husband, about how we met in detail, kind of like our separate backgrounds, and kind of, just a little more of our story. But is it July 13th, 2020, we got married after only being engaged for a couple of months, but we had been dating for so long. We've known each other since 6th grade, so, YOLO, and just felt like the right time for us. So the first time we got married, of course, was during the pandemic. Miss Rona was out here wilding, and so a lot of the venues weren't doing like events or weren't doing weddings, and then the ones that were like $50 billion. Like, who's about to pay that? And so, things kept falling through. We would plan things, and we would, this is what we want, this is who we want there. Our list was huge, you know what I mean? And we're like, okay, we got to find a place to accommodate these people. We couldn't find anywhere. It's just like nothing was falling through, nothing was happening. And so before I even go forward, this is kind of like a background story to really lead up to what I really want to share with you guys, and how crazy that things align and how everything happens for a reason. So remember that. So nothing was happening. Everything kept falling through. I'm getting discouraged. My husband's getting discouraged. We're like, man, we want to have a wedding, blah, 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 blah. Nothing happened, right? And so we're like, you know what, July 13th, we're like, we're going to go get married, and just going to be me and you. It was very intimate for us. We did that for a reason, because we always put God first in everything that we do. We felt like that was a very sacred and intimate time between us and God. And so that's how we wanted to carry. We didn't want any negative energy. We didn't want anything that wasn't going to bring us love and joy. And so it was just us. And so, we got married July 13, 2020, and time went on. We're like, man, we still want a wedding. We still want to like be able to have pictures and memories for like, our future kids, family members, etc., etc. And so we just began planning, and we still couldn't find a venue, or we'll go for a tour, and then the guy would be like so just interesting, or just super ghetto, don't got no home training, no type of sense. We'll go there, he late, and they forgot about the meeting. And it was just kind of like that for almost every venue we would do, whether it was churches, hotels. Nothing was working out, right? So time goes on. So we had originally planned for our wedding to be in May of 2021, right? That's what we were shooting for. Mind you, nothing was falling through. So I had personally just like, you know what? Let's stick a fork in it, because I'm done. So we kind of put a pause on it and a halt on it. We're just like, whenever that time comes, whenever Miss Corona leaves and going about her merry way, we'll kind of pick back up where we left off. But it was still in my heart's desire, it was still in my husband's desire to have a wedding. And so I would pray about it, and I'm like, God, I really want to have a wedding. My husband's like, he's like, babe, I want to have a wedding. I want us to be able to celebrate and to kind of have a public, display of like, what God has blessed us with. I'm like, yo, I feel you, bruh. So time goes on, and we're still praying. We're still just kind of writing down. So God kind of put in my heart to go ahead and write what you want. Write the vision, make it plain. And so we began to write down exactly what we wanted, the color scheme, the type of dress, the type of tux, who we wanted there, how many people we wanted, the exact design, etc., etc. And we just began planning. No location, no decorator, no dress, no money. I mean, just started writing it down, what we desired. So I kept praying. Time went on. We're like, man, nothing's working out. Put a fork in me, I'm done. But one day, I got up and I was like, you know what, YOLO, bump this. Like, I'm just going to start saying what I want. I began to decree and declare what I want. I said, you know what, God, we're going to have a beautiful wedding and we're not about to have to pay a dime. My husband's not going to have to pay any money. I'm not going to have to pay any money because, frankly, we just don't got it right now. It's a lot going on. We just don't got it right now. We didn't have the extra money to just fork over multiple thousands of dollars. So I just began decreeing and declaring. And so on one of these, somewhere you see a tweet that I made in June, early June, and I was like, you know what, we're not gonna have to pay any money, everything's gonna be taken care of, everything's gonna fall into line. All right, y'all, so now we get into the nitty gritty of what I really wanted to share with you guys. So that I started beginning to decreeing and declaring, just waking up, we're gonna have a beautiful wedding, don't know when or how, where, or how any of that is gonna work out, but I just know we're gonna have it. So we, enrolled again into some more premarital classes, even though we were already married, we had already done that, but we're like, you know what, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again before we get married again. Don't know when we get married, but we're going to do it. So, we're preparing. It's like we were preparing for something, but not knowing what we were preparing for or when we were going to see the results of what we were even preparing for. It's just kind of like a person out there planting seeds and watering, but don't see no type of fruit. We're preparing for the harvest. We're preparing for some rain, but we didn't really know when the rain was coming. But we just kept decreeing and declaring and praying and planning and moving as though we had a set wedding date and a set location, when in reality, we did not have none of that. We didn't have anything. Out of the blue, y'all, we get a phone call. Someone reaches out, hey, do you need a wedding coordinator, a decorator, etc., etc.? I'm like, well, yeah, we do. Y'all, God blessed us to where, this company had agreed, it was part of a promotion deal where they would decorate for us and, pretty much just coordinate everything for us, upon completion of our deal, but we didn't have to come out of pocket for anything. The only thing we had to pay for was our food, right? So I'm like, well, thank you, God. I don't even like all that hoorah hoopla, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And so God blesses us, and so that's taken care of, out of nowhere. Decorations, everything, like, it's done. So I'm like, okay, God, thank you. That's a huge thing. Checked off our list. Mind you, included the decorations. It included the venue. It included everything. So, like, the biggest worries were automatically our biggest worries were taken away almost overnight, right? And so that happened. Boom, I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you so much, right? Maybe a couple of days later, someone else reached out, hey, what is it that you need? I'm going to take care of the food for your wedding. I'm like, thank you, God. Food is taken care of for our wedding, right? Then time goes on. I'm like, God, we need a tux, Lord, and this is what we need. God, baby needs this, and this is what we got to take care of. Boom. Money is literally coming out of nowhere by the thousands of dollars. Literally, hey, what do you guys need? Oh, paid for, paid in full. I'm like, okay, God. Everything that we needed, y'all, was literally taken care of, down to the makeup. My good friend did my makeup, but even though I paid for it, that money was still, we got it right back. Like, God still blessed us. So it really didn't pay anything. And so that happened. So everything seemingly to fall in line, right? So then it comes to me. It's like 2 days before the wedding, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't get anybody to do my hair. I don't know what I'm going to do for my hair. I reach out to someone, they're like, hey, call this person. The person sees me the day before my wedding and gets my hair done, and my hair is beautiful. Y'all, you can't tell me that God isn't real. And like, that was just crazy. Not only that, y'all, I still didn't have a wedding dress. Like, maybe a good week before the wedding. I don't even think I had a wedding dress until I got a phone call. Hey, come to the house. I'm like, okay, cool. I go to the person's house. They say, here, God put it in my heart and clean out my closet here. Y'all, they gave me a wedding dress that was my perfect size. It fit me perfectly. It didn't have to be altered. It didn't have to be fixed or anything like that, and it was the exact design that I wanted. Y'all, when I tell you, I don't know if it's like, if I'm even explaining this in a way where y'all get it, but everything that we wanted, everything that we desired, down to the color scheme, you know, the people we had there, and even though there were some mishaps, everything still flowed, everything still fell into place, everything happened for a reason. So even though things seeming like, oh my gosh, this is never gonna happen, y'all, everything fell into place right in the nick of time. So when I tell y'all that God, he is never late. He don't be early. I've been wanting him to be early sometime, but he's not early, he's not late. He is right on time. He comes always right on time. And so I wanted to share that with you guys, just how everything worked out. Everything was paid for, y'all. The food, our dresses, our tuxedos, and the process was just made so easy. Y'all, like, I can't even, the outpouring of love that was there, our support system that was there with us. It's like God just placed people in our lives, like, okay, boom, that was here. And so when I tell y'all, man, I don't even know, like, I just had to share that with you guys. And so now, July 17th, 2021 is when we had our official wedding. And so I thought that was really awesome, because we had our first wedding when we first got married, July 13th, 2020. So it was only a couple of days different. So we still get to celebrate our wedding anniversary in July. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys, and just encourage you guys and let you guys know that even though things may not be working out for your good, even though things may not be working out perfect or going according to plan, or it seems like maybe some of us are in a limbo or kind of like just like stuck, where it's like, yo, man, I don't even know what to do next. Or some of us feel like we're in sinking sand, or some of us, we know where we want to be, but we don't know how. I want to challenge you, everybody who's under the sound of my voice. If you're listening, you're watching this live, whether in your bed, in your car, it's on your TV. I want to challenge you to write down everything that you want. Everything that you want out of your life, everything that you want out of your relationship, everything you want, whether it's a new house. How many bedrooms do you want? What kind of floors do you want? Do you want carpet or wood? What kind of counters? Do you want marble top? Do you want an island in your kitchen? Write down everything you want specifically, and every day I want us to begin to wake up and decree and declare over our lives, you know what? I'm going to have a house, and this how many bedrooms it's going to have. Me and my husband, we have vision boards all over our house, right? And it's not just vision boards, because you can see something and it's just like, oh, okay, cool, like, looks cool, but these are God's promises, you know what I mean? These are things that we believe God is going to do for us. These are things that we believe God has promised to us, and it's going to come to pass. So we have like a house up there, our specific house that we want, the make, the model, how many bedrooms, what kind of vehicles we want, the year, et cetera, et cetera. What kind of bodies do we want? God, I want to look like this. This is how much weight I want to lose by this, and stuff like that. So get real specific and get real intentional, y'all, because I'm telling you, I am a witness. Our whole wedding was paid for. We didn't come out of pocket for a single dime, y'all. Everything was divinely set up and orchestrated. So if God can do that for me, imagine what he can do for y'all. And it's like, that's not even a little thing to what he did for us. Like, our whole wedding was taken care of. Everything flows so perfectly. You know what I mean? And so I just challenge you guys to do that, to write it down, write the vision, make it plain, and start decreeing and declaring those things over your life. You know what I mean? Start decreeing and declaring those things you shall have. Because check it, right? I know I might sound crazy. You can call me crazy if you want, but I know what works. So check it. When you begin to speak, right? When you begin to speak, it's like this. It's almost like a hand comes out of your mouth, right? And begins to create what you just said. It begins to create what's in your heart. It begins to create what's been resonating in your mind, which is important. Why you have to keep good energy around you, why you have to keep good people around you, people that's going to encourage you, people that's going to, yo, you ain't, what you doing, bruh? You tripping, like, you need to get your life together. You've been doing this, but you really need to be doing that. Or, hey, you said you was going to start X, Y, and Z. You need people around you that's going to hold you accountable and that's going to speak good, positive things, even when you're not speaking good, positive things in your life or over your life. Even if you don't believe it, I'm telling you, you got to get up and you got to say it, because what comes out of your mouth, you'll begin to hear it, and then eventually, in those times you feel down, you're like, I'm good, I'm going to be okay. You know what? I'm a billionaire. I'm a millionaire. I got money. I got bands in my bank account. And even though you may know your account is 0.00, watch, God is going to start manifesting those things, because we can't do it on our own. We don't manifest anything. God does that through us, and so he uses us to manifest what we have. But first, you got to have a vision. You got to have a plan, y'all. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that that makes sense. I know I was skipping around a lot, but I just wanted to really share that with you guys. And so I hope that that encouraged you. I hope that it made you smile. I hope that it made you think. I hope that it challenged you to kind of do something different, to switch up your routine, switch up your pattern, do something different with your life. You want different results? We got to do something different. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother story for another day. I hope it brings you a smile, a laugh. It makes you think. It encourages you. It kind of maybe changes the trajectory of your day to a better day. And so every Thursday, tune in 8 p.m. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And we out. Bye.